Welcome to the classroom. For today's story time and craft, we're going to be reading Me Too Iguana. Me Too Iguana by Jacquelyn Reinach. Iguana had a lovely green color and a long bumpy tail, and an apartment and a balcony with a tree growing on it. But Iguana wasn't satisfied with her lovely green color or her long bumpy tail or anything else she had. Whatever anybody else had, she wanted too. At the supermarket, Iguana saw Elephant the manager lifting cans of soup with their trunk. A trunk, cried Iguana. Me too, me too. I want a trunk too. So Iguana went home and cut a piece of a rubber hose. She painted it gray and tied it to her nose. Good, said Iguana. Now I have a trunk too. At the barber shop, Iguana saw Lion getting his mane trimmed. A mane, cried Iguana. Me too, me too. I want a mane too. So Iguana went home and stuck some thick yellow wool all over her head. Good, said Iguana. Now I have a trunk and a mane too. At the car wash, Iguana watched Zebra taking a shower. His black and white stripes gleamed in the sunlight. Stripes, cried Iguana. Me too, me too. I want stripes too. So Iguana went home to make stripes. On the way home, Iguana saw Goose taking a nap. Her feathers were flapping in the breeze. Feathers, cried Iguana. Me too, me too. I want feathers too. So Iguana went home to make stripes like Zebra and feathers like Goose. First, she opened 2 jars of paint. She took a wide brush and painted stripes on her sides. Then she took the feathers out of an old pillow and glued them on her back. Good, said Iguana. Now I have a trunk and a mane and stripes and feathers too. Everybody wondered what Iguana was doing. Why was she imitating them? Imitating means copying. Oh, worried Walrus, this could get to be a problem. At the post office, Stork was flying in with the airmail delivery. Flying, cried Iguana. Me too, me too. I want to fly too. So she went home to figure out how to make wings. Oh, this is a problem, said Walrus. Iguana can't fly. She'll hurt herself. Everyone agreed. This Me Too business had to stop before it was too late. But how? Why would a nice iguana with a lovely green color and a long bumpy tail want a trunk and a mane and stripes and all the rest? Asked Lion. Why? Everybody wondered. Because, said Zebra, she must think that a trunk and a mane and stripes and all the rest are better. But how do we stop her? Wondered Elephant. That's a good question, said Stork. Everybody thought and whispered and scratched their heads. Finally, they had a plan. They wrote a letter. Stork dropped the letter on Iguana's balcony. The letter said, everybody come to a costume party at the playground. All costumes must be kept secret. No talking about them. Iguana forgot all about wanting to fly. A costume party, she cried. Me too, me too. Everybody will be there and I'll be there too. But what will I do for a costume? She cried. I want to wear what everybody else is wearing too. When it was time for the party, Iguana still didn't have a costume. She sneaked into the playground and hid behind a tree. In the distance, behind the swings, she saw a flash of green. Near the jungle gym, she saw another flash of green. By the fountains, a flash of green. What was going on? Oh no, nobody has a trunk, cried Iguana. Quickly she took off her trunk. Oh, nobody has a mane, she cried. She pulled off her mane. Oh, nobody has stripes. Nobody has feathers. Iguana wiped off the stripes and pulled off the feathers. Then she moved closer to get a better look. Everybody's costume was a lovely green color. Everybody had a long, bumpy tail. Everybody was dressed as an iguana. Come join the party, they called. You're dressed perfectly. But I'm not wearing a costume, cried Iguana. This is just plain old me. Then Stork said, There's a prize for the best iguana, and the prize goes to... He turned slowly around. The prize goes to you, Iguana. You have the loveliest, greenest color, smiled Stork. You have the longest, bumpiest tail. Congratulations. We all think you're wonderful, just the way you are. Yes, said Iguana, very surprised. I do too. The end. Well, why don't we head to the art table and we'll make an iguana craft to go along with the story today. For our craft today, we're going to be making a paper iguana. You can color your iguana any color you like. I think I'm going to make mine green. Iguanas are very cool creatures. Did you know that an iguana can change colors? That's right, depending on what it's sitting on. An iguana can become brown like a tree trunk or green like leaves. Iguanas are very cool. Did you know that an iguana's tail can break off and then it can grow back? If an iguana feels threatened and maybe a predator has him by his tail, he can let the tail drop off and he'll grow a new one. An iguana has a third eye right here on the top of its head. That third eye can't see clearly like the other two, but it can sense danger from high up above, like a hawk or an eagle. Okay, now this part right here is the tongue. So I'm going to color this red. The link will be below so that you can get a copy of this iguana. Now I'm going to cut this out, but I want to tell you something. Be careful to only cut around the outside of the iguana. Don't cut on the dotted lines. Those lines are for folding. I'm going to get my iguana all cut out and then I'll come back and tell you what to do next. Okay, so I have my iguana cut out and there's his tongue. I'm going to turn him upside down and I'm going to glue the tongue right here. And then I'm going to turn this back right side over, and everywhere I see a dotted line, I'm going to fold it. For the legs, I'm going to fold up and then down and then up. And for the back legs, down and up. So the legs go down and the feet go up. Well, there you have it. We made a cute little iguana, and he can really push up on the table. Well, here's my little iguana. I think he turned out really cute. You know, in the story, the iguana learned that she is wonderful just the way she is. And I want you to know you are wonderful just the way you are too. You are very special, created by God. And I hope that you'll come back next time so that we can read some more together. I'll see you then. Goodbye, everyone, and have a great day.